13 crore Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. This 13 crore, we are talking about 15 crore, we will be talking about the 50 lakhs. We are talking about the identities. These figures are the identities for the bank, right? This one? This one. Okay. So we are talking about the identity and the management and the accessibility. How to have the controlled access. When we are talking about the identities, we need to give him access to the enterprise as well. So we'll talk about the challenges. We'll talk about the OpenIM, why we need OpenIM, how OpenIM is going to help. We're talking about some solution details, and we'll talk about the customers using OpenIM solution. We are talking about the challenges facing organizations. Like, we have identities, we have multiple applications. Suppose we have 1,000, when we're talking about identities, we are talking about the customers, we are talking about the employees, we are talking about the channels, we are talking about anyone else who is using our enterprise, right? So, for every user, for every identities, we need to create users in every applications. Like we have 1,000 employees, we have 10 applications, we have to create 1,000 into 10,000 user ID and password, which is, I'm talking about the 100,000 identities. If we talk about the 5,000, if we talk about the 50,000, if we talk about the 15 lakhs identities, it's huge, right? So we are giving solutions to have control on this, minimize the risk, minimize the challenges, and get the process automated. If we are managing 5,000 users, 1,000 employees into 5 applications, there is a chance for the any identity can forget the password. Then in that case, we enter wrong password, the enterprise get locked, right? So we call IT managers, hello, IT team, please help me to recover my password. That's a loss of productivity. Yeah, we are giving solution for that. So we are talking about the creation of identities in every application, which is again a challenging job. We have created the identities for mail server, we have created identity for SAP, we have created identity for HR system, which is, and if we are going to launch any other applications or any enterprise applications, we have to again go to the same process. So we are giving the solution where you need not to do this repeating work. We'll give you the centralized identity and access management, where you will create the identities. Either you will create or you will import, you will synchronize from the existing system, maybe AD, maybe HR system, any form of identities you have in an enterprise, you can synchronize them, right? And this we are talking about the authorization. Once you have created the identities, we need to authorize them for their access. We are talking about the access, we are talking about the provisioning. We are talking about the role-based access. We are talking about the group-based access. That is different for every category. It may be categorically, he is the CEO, they have different access. One of is the finance department, they have different access. One is in IT, they should have different access. So you can centrally manage the accessibility of all those identities. So when we talk about the user management, we are talking about the creation and authorization. Then we can integrate complete enterprise authentication process into one system. Suppose I'm using a biometric system where we will put finger, we are using eye identifications. There would be so many methods to identify, right? So we'll give you a system where you can integrate entire enterprise applications into one place. You can add all the authentication process, maybe card, maybe any form. And you can authenticate user identities from that place only, from single point. Then all the activities, sometimes what happens, in identities, somebody left the organization. IT team, it's a very difficult task to track those identities for IT team. Like, they have 10 applications. They need to go to personally in every applications like mail server. They will go delete the identities in SAP, in other form. It is very, sometimes they forget to do it for 1 or 2 applications, right? So we are giving you a solution where you need not to go to any application. We simply work on one server, one place, simply check, uncheck the features, accessibility for your enterprise. And now we are talking about the self-service portal. Like I'm using a net banking password. I have an account in SDFC Bank, suppose. Right? And the identities for SDFC Bank. SDFC has a lots of account holder also. Suppose if somebody forget the password, net banking password, they are easily able to recover the password using the OTP. So there is a self-service portal. If thousands of identities calling IT team, SDFC team, any bank's team, it is going to be disaster. So we will help you with a self-service portal where user can reset their password. There are lots of authentication process we have. Suppose we have authentication one-time password. There would be a registered mobile number for every user. If somebody has lost their password, somebody forget their password, they will be easily able to recover using their mobile OTP, one-time password. We have adaptive authentication, we have Kerbos, right? We are talking about the single sign-on. For every applications, like I'm opening my laptop, I'm entering into a mail, I'm entering into my CRM, sometimes in different user ID and password, we need to open different applications, which is very difficult to me to remember. Sometimes I forget most of them. So how it looks like if I'm identity, I am carrying only one user ID password and accessing the entire enterprise with the access, controlled access within the right given by the administrator. Single user ID password, we are giving you the single sign solution here. Single sign-on solution for any kind of enterprise application, maybe it is on-premises application or it may be cloud. Any kind of applications you can integrate into that, and few minutes. So we are talking about the identity management, we are talking about the provisioning, we are talking about the risk assessment, we are talking about the compliance. Whatever activities, identities are doing, somebody got transferred somewhere, somebody got role changed. So we need not to go to every application and get it edited. We need to go to IAM server, simply check and check. We found in India, there are 2 things which is challenge, real challenge for the enterprise in managing identities. One is the solution, available solution is very costly. Why it is costly? Because they are integrating multiple tools to give a complete.
I think if you tell everything now, then we'll have nothing to ask you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. So it's a complete identity creation, authorization. We are talking about the authorization. We are talking about the authentication. We are talking about the audit and compliance. The activities are happening is auditable. It will help you in audit. It will, if it is taking one time. So with the help of this, you can abide by the compliances because you're keeping personal information of our entities. So in this way, you can secure your enterprise. Thank you very much.